Always believe more than expected is a vision of ESL VSIT. As ESL VSIT has started with a podcast series of successful young entrepreneurs who will share the success stories with, which will help further young generation entrepreneurs to achieve their dreams. So, good afternoon, one and all present. I, Pritam Manna, member of ESL VSIT, I welcome you all to the sixth episode of our podcast series, Dreamers of Today and Achievers of Tomorrow. Today, we have Mr. Harsh Shah as our guest. He is a VSIT alumni and also founder and CEO of TechRevo. He has worked with several education institutes, 25 plus startups, and 50 plus organizations. He had also helped various startups to grow their business. So, let's get started. Hi, Harsh. How are you?
Hello, Pritam. Thank you for a warm introduction. Yeah. So just a brief introduction. So I am a BSc IT graduate, and I have completed my master diploma in CP and VFX from FX School Mumbai. So I have been helping startups and businesses um, in various fields such as designing, then marketing, consultancy, and all. So I do my
Harsh, you are muted.
hello.
Hello? Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, I think there's some lag. Just a second. I think there's some lag, so that's why it's not happening. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
When I'm starting the video, the audio is inaudible. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I was saying, so I am currently helping startups and businesses to grow their businesses with my expertise, strategies, and growth hacks in various fields such as fashion, then technology, consultancy, and information technology. So I am being also doing consultancy for various firms and startups, and I have various startups like to in email marketing, then getting sales leads and so on.
So, how is pandemic treating you, Harsh?
Yeah, so we can say like last year and this year also it was like somewhat slow in business terms. But since everyone started doing digital marketing and all, so if we see on a positive note, so there are a lot of startups and businesses who came into this digital world to expand their businesses.
Okay. So, you are the founder and CEO of Tech Revolve. Can you explain what Tech Revolve does?
Yeah, so I started Tech Revolve in 2016. So I always had a I always used to like read articles, blogs. So I started my own blog in 2016, which is Tech Revolve. So it's basically a platform where we have a lot of like bloggers from various countries who share their insights on various topics such as marketing, business, entrepreneurship, then growth hacks, social media, and so on.
Okay.
So my
So,
vision
that
is to like just so my vision was just to simplify things and to create awareness about blogging, technology, then businesses, startups. So it's been more than 5 years now.
for 5 years. That's good. So, what inspired you to develop Tech Revolve?
So as I said, like I always had a like passion like to create and write articles about technology. So since childhood, I am passionate about technology and computers. So whenever I used to get free time, I used to explore new things. I used to read articles about tech and all. So actually inspired me to create my own blog. And then I started. So first, you can say like 4 to 6 months were quite slow. I didn't used to get much traffic on my blog as it was just new. But Eventually I started getting traffic, I started starting views on my blogs, articles. So people started appreciating my articles. So that way, like it created an impact in some or the other way.
That's a very good idea about you wanted to do blogging, so you started your own company and all. So,
Yeah,
what is the source of motivation?
yeah. Motivation, I think you can say like I just so it's like I just follow like what I love to do. Like I have a passion to learn things and explore things. So so I just like feel that like whenever we get free time, then we need to like learn something new. And if there are like opportunities to explore, we should definitely go with that. So yeah, and also like before blogging, also like before starting Tech Revolve, I actually had like you can say like 4 to 5 blogs, which I which I which were not like very well, and it failed. I failed in that actually. So I started on Blogger. I had like 2 blogs where I used to share articles about gadgets and all, like gadgets, computers, PC parts. And then I had one more blog where I used to share about um, blogging. So, so 4 to 5 blogs which I created early, like in the year 2012 and 13. So that I failed in that. But after like after that, I started learning about WordPress. I started about blogging, and then after 2 years, I created my own blog.
So, from writing 2 or 3 blogs, now you have your own company. That's very
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
So, why do you choose to become an entrepreneur?
Mm, Uh, that's a nice picture. So I always like wanted to do some unique things. Like I always wanted to help startups. Like I had this goal. Okay, I wanted with my expertise. Like I wanted to help startups and businesses to grow their business, then get sales. And my main also like my main focus was to help young budding entrepreneurs. Like if they are starting something new, if they are creating any team or group. So my main focus was to actually was on that part actually. So previously, like currently, also like I am like mentoring young students and entrepreneurs, like if they are starting with their own brand or journey. So I am currently mentoring and mentoring young students for that, and also freelancers. And apart
Okay,
from that,
so
like I am helping, like I am doing consultancy for various companies and startups, like in the field of like finance, investment, then banking, information technology sector, and all of that.
okay, so that's a good reason for being an entrepreneur. Yeah. So, most what what do you enjoy the most of being an entrepreneur?
So I actually enjoy the freedom. Like we have the freedom to explore and learn new things. So each day we learn new things. Like we explore and learn new things. So we get a lot of freedom. So it's not like a 9 to 5 job. We if we see, but yeah, we get a lot of time for ourselves to explore new opportunities and grow in one or the other way. So that actually like uh, was my first priority, like to get more freedom and to explore new opportunities in the long run. We also like get to we also get to meet new people in the industry, interact with them, or maybe like we can also like join some startups in their initial stage.
So, basically, like the freedom of
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur. Okay. So, what is the least favorite thing of being an entrepreneur?
Mhm. Least favorite thing, I don't think like there's some. So I actually enjoy working. I actually enjoy interacting with a lot of people. So I won't say like there's any like downside of it from my side. But yeah, so if we see now like work side, so work side is actually like more. So so I am currently like working alone. I don't have a team. So I work alone. So I handle things all the things myself, like from scratch to end. So so there's a lot of work and like involved. So I have to manage everything from myself only. So
So
sometimes like sometimes we feel that the time is not enough. The time we are giving in, it's not enough. So it's like that.
okay. So do you really like your work? And,
Yeah.
okay. So what are some of the worst decisions you have made ever?
Mm, what decisions like if I remember, so there were like no instances like that, like for worst instance, like but yeah, I so in the initial stage when I started my journey, so I actually officially started my journey in 2016, like freelancing journey. So as a freelancer, I'm also doing like designing, development, then e-commerce website, sales and ads. So all that stuff I'm doing. But in the initial phase, like I took some, like I was like in a hurry, like to explore new things. So that actually like that was my actually like worst decision, like to hurry up things. So that like I learned from that, like that we should be patient about our work. We should be very patiently handle our work. Like there should be no like we should not do any work in a hurry or take any decision in a hurry.
So you mean to take it
Yeah,
slowly and steadily.
yeah.
Okay.
So if unofficially I started like working as a freelancer in 2011, like when I was 16 years old, like 10 years from now, back 10 years back from now. But officially getting clients and all, getting in touch with startup businesses, I started in 2016.
Okay.
But before that, I used to explore everything. Like I used to learn new technologies. I used to learn about AI. Then I used to learn new languages, coding, and all. So all that I learned from myself. I learned myself only by watching YouTube videos, then doing various courses on Coursera and all.
Okay. So you are self learner. So
Yeah.
that's good. So I have a question. Do self learning is better or any traditional learning like tuition institutes? Which one is
Mm.
more better?
No, so both are both are actually like nice on their own side. So if we are learning self, then we can like learn new things. Like we have like freedom to explore new things. But the currently, if we see now, so currently like since last 2 years, so like there are like many institutions and schools, colleges, like who are going into this digital world. Like they are exploring new things and they are like making everything digitalized. So that's actually nice. So people are trying. So students also are trying to learn new things from that. And and in few colleges there are some additional courses which are related to startups and entrepreneurship. So that would also I say that is also a plus point.
So everything is better at their own point, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Harsh, you have worked with many startups and organizations. How was
Mm-hmm.
your working experience with them?
Work and experience like as in like so initially like I used to get like very less clients to be honest if I say, but the work experience is quite nice. Working with them, like interacting with them is quite nice, I would say. So if I take any new project, so the project is divided into few parts, few tasks. So we try to complete all the tasks like in a proper and in a perfection. So I would say so it's actually a great experience. So also some of the startups have the founders are very young. Some of them are similar to my age. So it's quite nice to see that like, there are a lot of like young people who are creating startups of their own.
Okay, so I mean, do you learn any new thing from the startups which you don't know before?
Mm,
Like something new?
definitely. So I learned about like pitching and sales techniques, like how to pitch to customers, then how to pitch about our sales and get leads. So I definitely learned a lot from them. I learned a lot from them. So as I said, I learned about pitching. So how we should like pitch to our customers in a like proper manner. Then how we should write an email to customers and pitch them. So all those things like related to sales and all. So I learned about that,
Oh, that's
which I was actually not aware of. Like there are like those things who we have to like take care of. Like
okay. So, as a you are a blogger, so you need to be up to date. So, what is the source of being updated?
yeah. So every day like in the morning, so I just like go to Google and search. I just read daily news. So my specific niche is like technology, then IT sector and all. So I just specifically read those news, like what's going on in the industry, in the field of technology and IT. So I go to Google News, Yahoo News, and read all the articles like for maybe you can say like 1 hour. So every day in the morning, I first read all the articles. I just gain knowledge from it, and then I also like get some new ideas. Like I also like learn. So I also see there are some few articles about startups like company A has invested in company B. So all this data I collect and write down in a note, like what's going on in the industry.
So,
And
you
yeah, and if there are like some articles which are showing that there are problems which the customers or people are facing, so I try to research on it more, like why the issue is happening, why the customers are not happy, so what's the exact reason behind that. So try to go in depth about that, like it is all about.
okay? So, you are not really updated, but you also do research about them. So that is very
Yeah.
good.
So if so I actually get curious, like if I am reading any article, so I actually sometimes get curious, like why it is happening, like what's the reason behind it. So I myself research on it in depth, like what's the reason behind it, like why it is happening, and what and how can it be sorted out.
Yeah.
So there's a like so there's a curiosity, like आगे क्या होगा वैसा टाइप का, there's a curiosity.
Yeah. So, curiosity is the one thing that you are.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as a vlogger, what have been your successful posts till now?
Post
Yeah, successful post of your
like article you are saying, post.
yeah article.
Yeah. So it was actually like how to start our own blog. So that is the article I have written on my website, how to start your own blog. So which has around like 10,000 plus views,
Okay,
10 to 11,000 plus views. Yeah, till date.
that's
So that
great.
was actually the first article which I had written on my website, and it is the most viewed website article on my website till now.
Okay, I think I have to go through the blog now.
Yeah.
I will check out.
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah. So in that article, I will share about my personal experiences, like how to start our own blog. So it's as a like topic says. So it's everything about from A to Z, like how to create a website, then how to configure everything, then how to interact with people. So all those topics I would divide it into like various parts and sections to make it easier to understand.
okay? So what are your future goals?
So future goals, I think like as a future goals, so I would like love to be like successful entrepreneur. Like even till date, like I'm still learning. So each day I learn new things. So I would say like I would love to become a successful entrepreneur in the long run, and and also like create my own startup someday. Like maybe it can be a tech startup or IT related startup, something like that.
Okay, uh, best of luck for your goals, future
Yeah,
goals.
thank you so much, Pritham.
So knowing what you know now, is there anything you could do differently when you're starting out first?
Yeah, so there are a lot of things. So I made some mistakes like when I started my journey. So there were some mistakes which I did. So so if we are creating a team, na, so just make sure that everything is like properly sorted out. Like there are proper agreements and there are proper terms decided before and only. So there are no issues. There are no issue which occur afterwards. So that's the first point, and after that, so that's about the team, creating a team or a group. And the second part is like being patient. So just being patient, like if we are starting a new thing, so it may take some time. Like it may take weeks, it may take months, or even like more months, like 4 to 6 months to gain popularity and all. So we should not do things hurriedly. Just like we should just focus on what we are doing and see and wait and see and handle it patiently, very patiently. So that will make things like work out perfectly, like what we want, like and as we want.
Okay. So it's like jaldi ka kaam, shaitan ka kaam, वैसा
Yeah, yeah,
type.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So
So
being
yeah,
patient
and
is the
also like
one.
yeah, and being consistency is also like key point there. Like if you're starting something new, then your goal should be like to complete it. Like, even if it's like even if it's not perfect, but try to at least complete it. Like because like ultimately, even if you fail, you'll learn, you'll gain some experience from it.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, so being consistent is also a main point here.
Okay. So if you could offer one piece of advice to the new entrepreneurs, who are
Mhm.
aspiring entrepreneurs, what could it be?
So I would say one thing I would like to say like just believe in yourself and do what you love to do, and just be consistent and focus on your goals.
Okay. That's a good advice. So first you have started in 2016. So how
Hmm.
long did it take to feel successful?
So it took me almost 2 years. Like so in 2018 I used to get proper clients and all. So 2018 like two and almost 2 years it took me 2 years.
Okay. So it's 2 years for you. That's good.
Yeah.
So going ahead, we have a rapid fire round for you. So we
Mm-hmm.
can start. So
Yeah.
which blog you like the most other than yours?
Blog. I love Shout Me Loud by Harsh Agarwal.
Okay.
So he's a Delhi-based blogger, like who started his blog in 2008. It was 2007. So I was actually somewhat inspired from him also. So that's my favorite blog. Taught me loud.
So he played a major role in your inspiration.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And yeah, and also like his name is also like Harsh. He's a Delhi-based blogger, like who is earning in lakhs right now. Lakhs, you can say like crores,
Okay.
just by blogging.
Okay. So next question. In this business world, whom do you admire the most?
Business world. So I actually admire like Mr. Ratan Tata
Okay.
because of
He's
his like work he has done in the past and the work he's doing right now for his company and for all the like customers and users. So their thinking and mindset is quite different from the others.
Ratan Tata is also
Yeah,
my
yeah.
inspiration too. So next question. Beside Tech Revolve, what is the one thing you are obsessed to?
Mm, I'm obsessed like gadgets. Gadgets. I love gadgets like checking out and testing of various gadgets and exploring new mobiles, phones. So all those things like related to like gadgets and all.
Okay. So it's basically technology that you are most obsessed with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So computers,
Okay.
like I love computers. So it's like you can say it's like they are like my siblings.
Uh,
It's like that.
so next question. What is your winning formula of being a successful entrepreneur?
Winning formula, you can say. winning formula is like I just being passionate, so I know what I'm doing. So just being passionate and ambitious is a can be a winning formula here.
Okay, so being patient and consistent.
Yeah, yeah, consistent, patient, and also like being passionate and ambitious about our work, and like and focusing on things what we are doing right now.
Okay. Next question. What is the one thing that annoys you the most?
And so actually, to be honest, like there are no things like that. Like, but yeah, sometimes I feel that so there are a lot of like startups and companies who think that who think that working with freelancer is a like tough task, like managing time and also. But I don't actually like believe in that those terms because like if we see on a positive side now, so there are a lot of agencies like why hiring freelancers for the work and all. So that's the thing. Like sometimes people say that freelancers are not worth, does not do not provide much value when compared to full time or full time employees. So that's actually like annoys me a lot because like if you are passionate about something, then you will try your best to get the work done properly in a perfect way.
Yeah. Okay. So next question. What is your favorite book?
Uh, so, so I don't read any books right now. So I just like go I am more into like blogging and digital. So I just read digital blogs and all. So to
Okay.
be honest, like I don't read books much. So yeah,
Okay. So instead of book, you read blogs.
yeah. I try to read blogs as much and more blogs as much as I can.
So you are really passionate in blogging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next question. If you had a chance to start over again, what
Hmm.
career would you choose?
Career. mm, Career actually I would choose the same career because currently also like there are like 3 to 4 different fields minor. So I was commerce student. Then I went for BSc IT. Then after that I did like master diploma in CG and VFX, which is like animation and visual effects. So that comes under media field, media and technology again, media field you can say. So my current work is like is a mix and match of all the things like I have learned in the past. Like I do like designing, I do development, then I also like work on videos and all. So it's a mix and match of everything like I have learned in the past and I'm currently learning. So yeah, so I would choose the same career. Like career wise, I don't think I would choose any other career because the career which I've chosen, the career path which I've chosen as of now. So it's actually I feel that it's the perfect because for doing BSc IT, I learned about coding and all, like designing applications. Then designing and all, I learned myself. It's self learned. Then CGI and animation. See, animation is usually taught me about video editing and all. So that's also a plus point. And eventually, I'm also learning about email marketing, affiliate marketing. So yeah, so it's a mix and match of all the things you can say.
Okay. So you're really all rounder in every field.
Yeah.
You have learned everything.
Yeah, so
That's
like
good.
I'm actually not like just like specific to one field. Like if you are saying I am a graphic designer, so I am not a graphic designer. So I am graphic designer and also developer. So I can do like I can visualize things. I can create app out of it. I can also create a website out of it. So it's like you can if we see now, so it's like everything under one roof. You can say it's like that.
Okay. Okay. That's very good.
Yeah, because like even if you're learning something in the past, now it may come handy in the long run. So that's what I believe.
Okay. So next question. What new technology will change or transform the future?
I think AI would be the technology which would definitely like change the world in the long run because there are a lot of like startups also. Then there are like various apps who are like now getting into like AI stuff, AI machine learning and all. So I think that will AI will definitely help a lot in the long run. Like all those automations and all, like it will make people's life easier. But yeah, yeah, on a negative side, it will also make people like somewhat lazy. But on a positive note, it will help it will help people like uh, to make their work easier.
AI is the thing.
Yeah.
Recently, Elon Musk is also creating a robot,
Mm-hmm.
cyborg.
Yeah.
Uh, it
So there are also
really
like
transform the
like
future.
so AI is used is in various fields. It's also used in like uh, cars, like transport thing. It's used in like automobile industries. So it's used almost everywhere now. Because
So AI,
even our smartphones have those AI. Like recently, like movies, they have those AI and all. So some apps have AI. So AI is like expanding a lot. So last 2 3 years, like it has expanded a lot in terms of like technology. This AI thing.
so it's like AI is everywhere around the world.
Yeah. So when I
So
started like about when I started my journey, so it was not like much famous if we see. So it was not like so people used to like avoid that AI and all because it has a lot of complications also. Like if the thing is not properly done, then it may also cause issues to users and customers. So it should be properly done and optimized everything because one mistake can lead to like failure. It's like that. So AI also like AI is a thing, but it should be also like done in a proper and perfect way.
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So next question is, when you are the most productive?
Mm, I am mostly productive in the night, like during night time. So I'm a like night person. So I'm mostly productive after 10 p.m. 10 p.m. 10 to say it's my best productive time. 10 to 10 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. night.
Okay. Night, night,
Yeah.
जब सब सो जाते हैं हम काम करते हैं.
Yeah.
Okay.
So night time is basically like so night time I work on my projects. I work on my projects. I do some courses and all. So it's like productive. It's like a me time. Yeah. So and like so clients, all the clients work and other work I do. So do during the day, like till 8 p.m. And after that, I take some break. I take a 1 hour break, and after that, like 10 to 2, I do my things like reading blogs, then updating my website and writing articles. So all those things I do during that time.
Okay, so next question is, tell us about a time you took an unexpected initiative.
Mm, unexpected initiative. So, I want to think about that. Like, so there are a lot of instances about that. Like, so you are thinking about the best initiative I took, right?
Yeah,
So best, I don't actually remember, like, because there have been lot of like instances about that. Best, I just a minute, I have to think about it. Mm. Yeah, so there was one startup like which approached me like few years back. So we were just having a phone discussion like we want to expand our business and all. Then we want to like create a new like we had some goals in our mind and we want to like visualize things. So it was like I just took that opportunity like in the phone itself. So they just asked me, hey, whether you would like to like take this opportunity. So I just told them yes. And currently it's been like more than 3 years I'm working with them. So that has been my best experience till now. So I didn't wait. So that opportunity, like which I was offered for. So I just took that opportunity to work with them, and they are like actually like they are one of the leading like startups in this industry right now.
Okay, so next question is, what is the best piece of advice you have ever got?
Best piece of advice about, sorry.
What is the best piece of advice you have ever got?
Acha, I very good. Yeah. So my parents always used to say that failure is a part of success. So that's the best like advice I would say I got. Like because like my parents like always used to support me, are always supporting me till date. So they are like just like failures. Failures happen, and we learn from our experiences and failures. So that is a part of our journey. Failure. So it's right if it's fine if we fail, but what matters most is like we are learning and gaining experience out of it, like and how like it can like and how it can help us in the long run. So that piece of advice, the experience which we get from our failure is also basically like a advice which we get.
Failure is a part of success. That's true. So we have a last question. What is the skill that every budding entrepreneur should have?
mm, One skill I would say, yeah, so so I would say like there can be 3 points. The person should be passionate, the person should be ambitious about his goals and journeys, and third one is the person should be patient uh, of getting things done, because like no one can achieve success like overnight, because it takes a lot of like effort, like it takes months, years to build our own business and startups. So just being patient, because in my journey in the past 5 years, I have seen lot of people like who have just started their uh, they have just started their journey, and after like 4 to 5 months, if they feel that it is not working, or if there are some issues, so they just like leave that like on the spot. So that should be not done. So they should actually like focus like what what are the issues, like how can it be sorted out, instead of just leaving out directly. So if we have started a business, then the goal should be to complete it or try to achieve all our goals as much as possible, and not to leave in midway.
Okay. So it's like not to run away, but
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
find what is
Just like
wrong with them.
yeah, yeah, right, exactly. So sometimes like people fear that like I'm not getting these things, the things are not working fine. So also during this pandemic situation, so a lot of people like lost their jobs and all. Yeah, and there are some startups like who also like face a lot of like financial losses and all. So but yeah, instead of just so those things can be sorted out, like financial thing and all, then personal disputes. So all those things are things which can be sorted out internally, instead of just leaving the organization directly.
Okay. So it's time to end our session, Harsh. Thank you so much for being with us. Uh, it was great talking to you. Thank you so much, Harsh. So I'll
Thank
end the
you.
session with a vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you.
A very big thanks to one and all present here. Uh, Today's guest, the audience, and the people listening out here. Thank you so much, Harsh, for being with us and being your presence really made our effort made effect once again. And once again, thank you all. Thank you very much. Uh,
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
thank you, Vikram. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.